What's going on, guys? It's Unknown Player here, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about the 5 new score streaks which are recently added to the latest build of Black Ops 3 multiplayer. And this is, of course, the brand new build that I got to play at Gamescom 2015, and I was able to capture some of it. I actually got footage of one of these brand new score streaks, and we're going to talk about that when we actually get to it. But let's go through all of these 5 new score streaks and see what they are, how much they cost, what the description is. I'm only going to go over the new 5 score streaks. If you want to see a full list of all the other score streaks in Black Ops 3 multiplayer, I'll link the video I made on that in the description. It's a full list of all the score streaks, but in this video I'm just going to focus on the extra 5. And there's still one more box that was locked in the bottom of the list. There's one more score streak which we don't know what it is, but other than that we've basically got a full list right here. So I'm going to talk about these 5 new score streaks. So the first one is the Guardian. This is returning from Black Ops 2. You probably remember it from that game, and its description is a placeable dish that projects a cone of microwave radiation that stuns and impairs enemies. So basically the exact same as Black Ops 2. It's returning the exact same fashion, looks very similar, and it'll basically emit a radiation wave which will stun enemies. If you stand there long enough, it'll kill you. It's currently sitting at 650 score, but like I've said before, a lot of these things in this build are likely to change, so don't take that for 100% fact in the final build. It could be worth more or less, but currently it's at 650 score, so around 6.5 kills. The next one is actually a very fan favorite one. This is again returned from Black Ops 2. This is the Hellstorm, and again it's exactly the same as it was in Black Ops 2. Remote controlled Hellstorm missile with a cluster bomb payload. So essentially it's a missile that will come out of the sky, and you press the trigger at one point and you'll detonate a cluster bomb which will spread a very large portion of the map. So very lethal and a very classic score streak. Definitely one of the most fan favored ones in Black Ops 2. Very glad they brought it back, and of course it's going to be very big for competitive as well. It's a very basic one, it isn't too complicated. That's definitely going to be very popular in competitive version of Black Ops 3. So the Hellstorm is returning at 700 score. That's how much that costs. The next score streak is the Rolling Thunder. I've got a little bit of gameplay of that. I actually managed to earn this myself. This is essentially the same name as it was in Black Ops 1. You might remember the Rolling Thunder, which is actually a carpet bomb in Black Ops 1. The actual aircraft itself looks a lot similar to the stealth bomber from Modern Warfare 2 and 3, which you guys might remember. That was a very classic kill streak. The description of the Rolling Thunder in Black Ops 3 is launch a targeted carpet bomb strike with explosive drones. It's sitting at 900 score, and it's basically going to launch a strip of missiles that will bomb a certain area of the map, and it'll basically follow a line all the way across, so you can definitely position it correctly and pick up a lot of kills. I only managed to get 1 kill when I used it. I thought I was going to get a few because I put it over a hard point, but I only managed to pick up 1. I think most of the enemies have died, or maybe I didn't position it perfectly, but you can essentially line across the map and you can pick up a lot of kills if you do well with it. The next score streak is a very interesting one. This is the HATR or h.a.t.r, and this is essentially the new orbital VSAT in Black Ops 3. I talked about this in a separate video I uploaded yesterday, but essentially this is the brand new orbital VSAT or Blackbird, which you might remember from Black Ops 1 and 2. Its description is shows both enemy position and direction on the minimap, but there is a downside. It can be shot down by launchers, and it can only be shot down by launchers. So it's unfortunate it's no longer invincible, and you can actually destroy this thing somehow. I haven't seen exactly how big it is, how easy it is to shoot down, and how many missiles it takes. I'm hoping it takes a lot, but essentially this is the new Blackbird, or the closest thing in Black Ops 3 multiplayer, and it's called the h.a.t.r or h.a.t.r or h.a.t.r, however you want to pronounce that. And it's also sitting at 1150 score, so 1150 score, around about 11.5 kills. And the final score streak we're going to cover is called the Power Core. This is very interesting. Deployable device that temporarily disables enemy electronics. It also reduces the effectiveness of enemy thruster packs, so you can't thrust as much, and it also can be destroyed, and that's for 1300 points. So this is basically the closest resemblance to an EMP. There's a lot of things to kind of mess up your vision and mess up how you move around the map. Essentially what it's going to do is reduce the effectiveness of their thruster movements, which is very key, so they can't actually thrust as far or as long. So essentially that's going to be very important. They can't really move around the map. They might not be able to make certain jumps, so possibly they'll like fall to their deaths a lot. So essentially they can't move as quickly as they could, almost like a system hack with the exo kind of attachment on it. And it also of course is going to destroy their mini maps. They can't use that, and it's going to take down their electronics, so like claymores and C4s they've got planted around the map. So those things are all going to be destroyed, and it's essentially the closest thing to an EMP, but it doesn't destroy your score streak. So that's the only thing it can't do. Maybe they'll update it and make it so that it can destroy score streaks, but currently the description only says enemy electronics. So at this point it's more like a device that's going to disable all your electronics and mean you can't move around the map as fluidly. And it's also a plantable device, so this is the thing they actually take out. It's almost like a trophy system. You take it out and plant it on the floor, and you have to make sure the enemy doesn't destroy this thing, of course, because it can be destroyed, and that's how you counter this thing. It's not like an EMP which just happens. You have to deal with it for a minute or so. This actual device you have to plant on the floor somewhere, and you have to take it out, and you have to make sure the enemy don't find it. So you have to place this thing very well and hide it so the enemy can't find it, because if they do and they manage to destroy it, they're going to get their systems restored. And you can see a little screenshot of what it actually looks like to have this thing used against you. And I was using this really weird sniper, which I'll show show some gameplay of in the future, I was actually like messing around with this sniper, which is very, very bad, and actually the enemies managed to get a power core against me, and this is what happens. This is what your minimap looks like, and your heads up display is basically a massive nuisance and very similar to the EMP. So those are all the score streaks that added in the recent build, and there's still one more slot that hasn't been unlocked yet. So there's one score streak we don't know about. Other than that, this is pretty much a full list. If you want to see all the score streaks other than these, the ones I've mentioned, I'll link my video I made in the description. You can check out the full list of score streaks and their values and stuff like that. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this information. If you did, give it a like rating. Make sure to subscribe for more Black Ops 3 content. And of course, there's more videos on the channel if you want to take a look around. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.